Union Minister for Petroleum Dharmendra Pradhan has said that the prices of petrol, diesel and LPG can be reduced. Namaste, this is Hrushikesh Takbhate from Social Media Palace. The statement is true or false is yet to find out, but one thing we surely know that how the petrol prices are determined. So let's talk about that. Before jumping into petrol prices, let's take a look on how petrol is obtained. Petrol is obtained by refining process of crude oil, and the crude oil is obtained from the reservoirs of fossil fuels. In the petroleum world, there are two kinds of countries: producing countries and consuming countries. Producing countries decide the crude oil prices, and that affects the price of fuel in the international market. In India, the price of petroleum products like petrol, diesel and LPG is depend on the price of that fuel in international market. Even though producing countries decide the crude oil prices, but it is majorly affected because of supply and demand. In April 2020, the demand for crude oil were decreased, hence resulting the lower price of crude oil. But in India, the crude oil prices were decreased, but the petrol prices and fuel prices were the same. The reason behind that was when the crude oil prices were decreased, the government increased the taxes on the importation of petroleum fuel. Now, why government does that? Every government has their decided budget, and as in the history of different kinds of governments, the petroleum taxes perform a major role as they are a big chunk of taxes or big chunk of revenue for government. But after the crude oil prices increased again, the government remained the same taxes on the petroleum fuels, resulting in high prices of these fuels. Why government does that? Because every government, be it state or central, has their development goals. Another question: why petrol prices are different in different states within a same country? Because even though the central taxes are the same, the state taxes in different states are different on these fuels, resulting the price variations in different states. But why there are different kinds of taxes in different states? Because, like I said earlier, there is a need of development funds for every state, and according to their needs, they decide the taxes. So what kind of development we are talking about? The development of roads and transportation systems are the reason why these taxes are high and are the reason where the taxes are spent. So these are the different needs for different states. That's why there are different kinds of different rates for petroleum fuels in different states. Do you know that 60% of retail price of petrol is combination of central and state taxes? For diesel, it is 54%. Like, we pay more in taxes rather than the actual cost of that fuel. So what is the solution for lowering the petroleum prices? The thing is that the fossil fuel reservoirs are going down as we consume more often. Hence, the continuing increase in crude prices will happen in the future, and that will increase the petroleum prices as well. So the main solution is that we abolish the complete use of petroleum fuels and to look forward to the more sustainable ways like the electronic vehicles or the solar power. There are different kinds of sustainable powers that we can use instead of petroleum fuels, but that in the next video. To summarize this video, there is only 3 points. First, in India, the petroleum prices are decided on the international market value of these fuels and not on crude oil prices. Second thing is that we pay more in taxes rather than the actual price of fuel. Third is that there are two kinds of countries: producing and consuming. Producing countries involves countries like Saudi Arabia, and consuming countries like India. So that's for the video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. This is Hrushikesh Takbhate from Social Media Palace signing out.